Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. We got a body cam today. When a killer wife realizes everything was recorded. How you don't know you're being recorded when you're being recorded, see?
Shouldn't be doing that.
But you should know, right?
You would think, unless you just...
You would hope so. But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Like it in with a thumbs up.
Man, let's get it, y'all. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
It's 6:20 p.m. on September 8th. 33-year-old Colin Turner is locked in his garage. His wife, Bree Kuhn, forcibly trapped him inside their own house after an argument involving their 3 children. He decides to call...
Hold on. And you two do not age restrict this video because of somebody's name.
Mm-hmm.
That is her last name. And I mean, y'all have to stop. It's not using any derogatory. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry. I just have to put this, just in case they need to review it. It is her last name.
...him inside their own house after an argument involving their 3 children. He decides to call 911, hoping for help. But things would quickly spiral into tragedy.
Sheriff's Office Emergency.
Hi, you guys have been out to my house twice today, and then most recently the deputy talked my wife into letting me in the house, and then she locked me in the garage and tried to break my arm when I was trying to get back inside. And then when I tried to...
What was that?
You just shot me!
Oh, got the shooting. Somebody keeps driving. She just shot him.
Immediately, the dispatcher realizes the severity of the situation, rushing officers to the scene. However, these officers have no idea what they are blindly walking into, because Kuhn isn't just anyone. She is a high-ranking officer in the U.S. Navy. But to understand how things escalated this far, we first need to look at the events that took place prior to this call, because this wasn't the first time police showed up to Bree and Colin's house that day. In fact, police had been to the house 2 times prior to the shooting.
Wow.
The first 911 call would be made by Bree at 12:53 p.m., where she would make a worrying claim.
Sheriff's Office Emergency. Hi, can I have a police officer come to my house? 6184.
Okay, what's going on?
My husband pushed me up against the wall and threw me on the floor.
Okay. Does anyone have any weapons?
No, there's guns in the house.
And what's your first and last name?
Bree Kuhn. I don't want him to take my daughter.
Okay, give me one moment so I can have my deputies on the way, okay? Don't hang up.
Police immediately rushed to the scene. Upon arrival, however, they were met with an unexpected sight. Colin, Bree's husband, was seated outside, already waiting for them, not Bree, who had made the 911 call.
We talked to you guys separate. His daughter, if I go inside, when he was going inside, talk to you.
She's got a shotgun and her pistol in the bedroom with her.
Okay.
And my pistol is on the dashboard of my truck. I'll put it there all pretty for you.
Okay, you stay out here, man.
I'm still running.
Her name's Bree.
Her name's Bree. She's got both the kids in there with her.
All right. Do me a favor and lift your shirt up a little bit.
Yeah.
So why don't you give me a rundown on what happened during your argument?
All right. So she called you right now because she figured out that I want to take my kids to my parents' house in Georgia. More for me, I guess, me to have a break from her. A little bit of backstory. In March, she tried to after she was inpatient, then she was outpatient group for a while. She got kicked out of that group. So she was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder in March or April. Got kicked out of her first therapy group, got kicked out of her second therapy group, and she skipped her last 2 individual therapies.
Okay. Well, so what happened causing her to pick the phone up and call? I guess she called 911. I didn't look.
She found out I was but like I was packing my car.
That's what the upset was.
Yes.
That you're going to Georgia to see their grandparents.
Yep.
And then is she like, was she allowed to go? Like, did you plan on her coming?
No, I didn't plan on her coming.
Okay, you're just gonna do it, take a break?
Yeah.
And they're your kids, right?
They're my kids.
Okay, y'all married, had kids.
Married.
They're your blood.
But he just can't up and take the kids, though, because then it's considered what? Kidnapping, right?
Yeah.
From my understanding.
I mean, yeah, but I know it's like, say for instance, like, you have the kids and you just took them and you didn't, like, let nobody know where you was going. I know it is. But I do wonder, like, if she's not in agreement with it as well, that's considered as well kidnapping. I don't know. It's a little tricky to me.
Yeah.
It'd be too much. I don't know. Because, I mean, like, she know you taking them, but she doesn't want you to take them. So is that still considered? I mean, yeah. I mean, right?
Because it's not in agreement.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I would think, but I could be wrong.
I could be wrong, too. I don't know.
They're both of our kids, and then I have a stepdaughter who's probably going to be here about 45 minutes from school.
Okay.
And she is, my stepdaughter is fully hers legally, and she told me before, if I Kylie's my 12-year-old, she said, if you take, like, I can't stop you from taking the little kids, because they're yours, but if you take my 12-year-old, I have press charges.
Colin clearly fears for his kid's safety because of Bree's mental health, and he tried to take matters into his own hands. He had decided that taking the kids away temporarily would be best for them, but Bree refused to let this happen.
This morning, my laptop was missing. Been all around the house for it. Finally, like, wait a minute, the dishwasher was running all night with my fucking MacBook in the dishwasher.
Dang.
$2,500 computer. So this is the start, well, I guess, culmination of a long bad path.
It's a felony right
cut
there.
Me off from all the credit cards she has control over. She's the primary breadwinner in the family.
It's worth noting that Colin had also been in the Navy, but had retired early. With little financial support from him, Bree took on the responsibility of covering the family's expenses, and her job as a high-ranking Navy officer became the primary source of income for the family. Perhaps that's why she felt entitled to take away all of Colin's credit cards. But that would not be the only thing she tried to take away from him.
It's not healthy for the kids to be around it. She's made repeated comments to the kids, the 3 and 4-year-old, since, well, today. When police are coming to save us because Daddy hurt Mommy. First of all, I didn't. Second of all, you don't tell a child that.
Sure. Was at any point in time, did it get physical?
I told you I tried to grab my daughter last night, and she got physical and stopped me. So I backed the fuck off at that point. That kind of allegation is the last thing I need.
At this point, police couldn't intervene without clear evidence of violence. Colin denied laying hands on Bree, and with no visible injuries, signs of a struggle, or immediate threat, officers decided to leave the residence. But just before they left, Colin made a chilling remark.
It's going to be the first who crosses the line, you know?
It sucks, man.
Yeah. Well, we can't be getting too far into people's lives. I mean, if a crime occurred, yeah, good to go. But
Like what? A crime occurred?
crime occurred, so if she slapped across the face and you got claw marks and a red handprint on your cheek, that's different. You say, yeah, she slapped me. I believe you. I see the handprint. I almost wish.
Nobody could have expected that this comment would eerily predict the tragedy that was about to unfold. Dispatch would receive a second call at 5 p.m., just 4 hours after the initial one. But this time, from Colin.
My wife has locked all the doors and said I'm not allowed to come in. So I'm outside with my daughter screaming that she wants to go inside and I can't.
Okay, what's your...
Oh, shit. Baby.
Yeah, y'all have already been out here once today.
Yeah, and you said that now your wife is not allowing you to come outside?
Come inside, yeah?
Come inside the home?
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't there like another child home as well?
Yeah,
Right?
my
Another child?
4-year-old's inside. She said he's napping, and my 12-year-old stepdaughter is inside.
At this point, Bree has chosen to lock Colin out of the house, along with their 3-year-old daughter. And with the couple's arguments becoming increasingly tense,
So we got 3 and
the
4
police
together.
return to resolve the situation.
Hello. Yes, sir. Indeed. What can I do for you? I'm Deputy Glenn with North County Sheriff's Office.
Hey, my My wife won't let me in my house.
Okay, is this wife?
Yep. So,
Okay, can I talk to you over here, ma'am? Hey, can I just have you wait right there for just one moment, okay? So what's going on today, sir?
she's got mental health stuff going on. I was trying to leave for Georgia, get a break from her for me and the kids earlier today. And she called you guys. Took my photo ID, all my access to money and everything.
Okay.
And then took the kids inside and locked me out. I've been locked outside in my driveway
Okay.
for the last couple hours.
You live here?
Yeah, we're co-owners. We both.
Okay.
So I've been on the phone with family advocacy through
Okay.
the Navy and all that most of the day, so I haven't cared that I'm outside
Okay.
until she came outside with my daughter on the porch
Okay.
screaming. So I came over and she gave my daughter to me, and that's kind of like the last straw.
You guys,
So,
are you guys still married?
I mean, for now, yeah.
It's still legal and it's common property.
Yep. Yeah, so she's not allowed to stop me from entering my house.
It's your house and you still live here. By all means, you got to enter your home. However, you got to enter your home.
Yeah, so she's allowed to change the locks, and I'm allowed to break a window. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not telling you to break a window. If you want to tear it, I mean, it's your property. However, you got to get in.
And that's the thing. It's your property. So even if she changed the law, you break the window. I'm not breaking and entering because it's my home.
It's my home as well.
It's my dwelling. Same way as her dwelling. But the problem is she a ticking time bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the scary part of it because nobody is letting her know everything you. Well, I don't know the conversation they're having with her, so I can't even speak on that. But obviously, it ain't getting in her head if they are.
No.
And then she keeps saying, "Can I have my daughter?" Girl, not only did you lock him out, you locked the daughter out. So it's not like she don't care.
Into your house, you got to get in your house. It's your home and you live here and you got your items in there. If you got to get in, however you got to get in.
You can't escort me in, and let me in.
Well, I'm gonna talk to her in just a second. But we'll figure out what's going on. But at any point with this argument, was it physical? Was it anybody hit, scratch, kick, bite, push, anything like that? Poke, anything even? Okay.
Yet again, Colin expresses that nothing physical had happened between the two, and Bree's mental health
You think even if it did get physical, he still wouldn't?
You said what?
I said, do you think even if it did get physical, he would let them know?
I think she would.
Because I think he's so calm and he's like, I don't want.
Because I feel like he calm because he's like, I just want to get my stuff and my kids and go. But I think, she's getting in the way of that. So he was like, I'm going to do all I can to get my stuff, get my kids and go. I'm not going to leave you here with my kids because I am concerned for their safety.
Colin expresses that nothing physical had happened between the two, and Bree's mental health spiraling out of control is the reason for their ongoing argument. But with Bree now outside, the officer makes his way over to her, and she describes her side of the story much differently.
And so he's wanting to take him to Georgia?
Yeah, I was talking to him about wanting a divorce, but he said that he can take the kids to Georgia, and he can because we're still married.
Okay.
Got into an argument about it. He pushed me up against the wall. He threw me onto the floor in the bathroom. And that's when I called the police earlier today.
Okay.
Then I locked him out.
Okay.
Well, he had been in contact with my command.
Okay.
So he said that there's allegations of emotional abuse.
Okay.
So obviously I don't want him in there.
Okay.
Him and I arguing in front of the kids. So I locked him out. My daughter, she wakes up sometimes, in oval from naps or whatever.
Sure.
And it's usually like him and I will pass her back and forth. It's kind of, she's fickle. She wants better. So she woke up from the nap. And
when you say your daughter, you mean that one?
Yeah. Yeah, when she woke up like that, I brought her out here because she's used to him and I, so I brought her out here. Okay. So he can help calm her down. He snatched her from me and then started trying to use her to, I don't know.
Okay.
He said, she doesn't want to come in the house. I'm like, Daddy's there.
Okay.
Being manipulative.
Okay.
It's not a good environment.
It's his house too, right? And he lives here too? So we can't lock each other out of the house. I mean, if we do, he's got every right to enter the house however he's got to enter the house.
Yeah,
okay. And same thing, if we change the locks, he's got every right to get in the house however he's got to get in the house, okay? If he lives here, he's got property here. For the betterment of your daughter.
So, like I said earlier, they're telling her, shit, fuck what you talking about.
She's like, that's fine. And I'll do it. That's fine.
And that's why she locked him in the garage, is because she's like, I didn't lock you out the house. You're still technically in the house. You're just in the garage. but you still locking me out.
Out, yeah.
Like, I don't have free will in my own home.
Right.
Whatever you guys got going on, you got to put aside for the kids. You see what I'm saying?
I agree, but he told me not to talk to him. So
Okay.
I'm not going to let him in the house, but he's going to come in and start arguing.
But at the same time, that's leaving the child. I mean, that's kind of leaving the child out here fend for herself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. So I
Okay.
don't want him to do that.
Okay. But, I mean, I can't stop him from going inside the house.
But that's fine. I just wanted him to me so that she's not out here.
Okay.
They said earlier that since I didn't have any bruises, and
Okay.
there was nobody to witness
Right.
Him getting physical with me,
Okay.
that they could do.
Despite Bree accusing Colin of assault, the deputy found no evidence of injury or signs of an altercation on either of them and left the house once again. No one could have anticipated just how much this situation.
No one could have anticipated. Yeah, if you've never seen domestic violence before, anybody that has could have anticipated all this going down. They've been called to the house twice. You don't get called to the house twice, and things just be okay. It's something drastic is gonna eventually happen. It's like a ticking time bomb.
And even if it's not physical, it's verbal, mental, emotional, like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that too that's a lot. And you can see things happening from a mile away, even with that. Like it just escalates.
Sucks though.
And left the house once again. No one could have anticipated just how much this situation was about to escalate, changing the life of this family forever. And it's in times like these where you realize how quickly life can change.
Sheriff's Office emergency.
Hi, you guys have been out to my house twice today, and then most recently the deputy talked my wife into letting me in the house, and then she locked me in the garage and tried to break my arm when I was trying to get back inside. She's currently got me locked in the garage because earlier she broke both of the big doors, and then when I came out here to fix it after getting in the house earlier, she locked the door behind me. And then when I tried to
What was that?
She just shot me!
Not shooting with somebody. She's driving. She just shot him. I just heard 4 shots. Sir, are you there? Sir, are you there? He's not answering.
Chillingly, the line went.
You know what it was? She locked them outside, went and got her guns, and came back. Because I wonder how. Because it doesn't seem like he possibly was out there in the garage a long time.
I know when the police had came the other time, it was 5 o'clock, around 5 something.
Yeah.
This call was made at 6:22.
So he went back in the house, but at some point he went to the garage, and when he went to the garage, she tried to hurry up and lock him out.
Yeah.
And then when she locked him out, she went back in the bedroom and got the guns and came back.
Silent. The dispatcher would let Colin know that officers were on their way, but to no response. All police in the area were quickly notified and raced to the scene.
Anybody else in there? Can we open this?
Police would arrive just minutes later, but by then it would be too late. Colin was found deceased in the garage, lying in a pool of his own blood. While forensic investigators processed the scene, other officers secured Bree, who appeared to be in a state of shock.
This is Deputy Lohawk. Come here, sweetheart. It's okay.
No, she did.
Well, do me a favor. Can you, if they're working...
Bitch, is he alive?
Oh, no,
After
she
you
did.
just shot your gun how many times? Don't play with me.
Yeah.
I swear, that shit pisses me off.
See, no, she didn't, bro. See,
I'm
she
trying to
pulling.
stop cussing, but she done made me.
She
done
pulling
made
this
me
one.
mad.
See. Oh Lord.
She done made baby hot.
Okay.
I need you to go with this deputy, have her see if your car. She's going to hang out.
Take her. I'll get EMS to come check her out. She's the shooter. Where's your kids at?
Right, that's my oldest right there.
Okay.
She's 12. Her dad's name is Runner.
He's in the D. from today. I apologize.
Okay. All right, have a seat. Have a seat. I don't know yet, man. I just got here.
Because she wants him to be dead. That's why she keep asking if he's dead. She wants him dead so he can't get the kids. Because she know damn well if they had got divorced, she was going to lose custody of them kids. Why? She already showed signs of mental issues.
Yeah, it's already documented.
And she's unstable. Like, not career-wise, but mentally she's unstable.
Yeah, mentally.
And so, 9 times out of 10, all he has to do is go get a job and he gets custody of the kids.
No, I'm fine. That's just my kids. My husband.
I think she really in her head thinks that who else would have committed the crime? Especially after police has been there several times. Who else?
Are kids in the house?
No, they're with the neighbor. He's dead. I saw him and I tried to help. He was dead.
So let's not talk about that right now, okay?
My kids don't have a dad or a mom now. And it's my fault.
Alright. So right now, we're just gonna do this for right now, okay?
For your safety, for ours, okay?
I'm a murderer.
You're not under arrest right now. You're being investigated.
No, you should arrest me. I killed my husband.
Bree immediately tells the officers that she's the one who shot Colin, unsure if he's still alive. She appears stunned and confused. She then says the children are at the neighbor's house, and officers go to verify their...
When did the kids go to the neighbor's house?
I want to know that as well.
Because then that's premeditation.
Safety.
Hello, Mr. Jinx? I'm sorry, Mr. Curtis? Yes, sir. Okay, we're on Jinx. I'm sorry about that. Do you have 3 children over here that belong to Bree?
Yes.
Okay. They're here. Are they okay? Can I put my eyes on them real quick?
Yes.
I think she's in a crying ball and her eyes out right now. He says that she brought them home about 5 minutes ago, no more than about 5 minutes ago. So, I don't know which one of the children saw it. The 2 little ones aren't crying or upset, but the 12-year-old, 13-year-old, I think it is,
We'll get
she's obviously upset, so she's obviously seen something. I'm not talking to her.
Because she's old enough to...
She know, yeah. I was just going to say she at the age to understand what's going on.
Everything. She heard the gunshot. Yeah. She understood. Oh, she 12. Her mom is in the military. She knows.
And her stepdad was in the military as well. And then she said her dad is a DEA agent.
Yeah.
So works for DEA.
Yeah.
The A means.
Yeah.
DEA.
Yeah. She's in there on the couch. I was just making sure that Vicky got it.
Yes, they're coming.
With the kids safe and accounted for, Bree is taken to the police station for formal questioning.
Nana had no mother.
Though she'd confessed on body cam to shooting Colin, detectives knew that an informal admission alone might not hold up strongly in court, especially given Bree's position as a high-ranking Navy officer. Their goal now was simple: to get Bree's confession documented on record and remove any room for doubt or manipulation later on. But as soon as the interview began, Bree completely changed her story.
Because she didn't have time to think.
I talked to a lot of people tonight. Okay. I feel like your voice is the most important. I want to give you the opportunity to kind of explain.
He pushed me up against the doorway. He threw me on the ground and said nobody would believe me because I was a crazy bitch. I told him that I wanted a divorce. So he was just trying to take the kids. He was in the garage again, and I locked him out. He tried coming in, so I blocked the door, and he kicked my foot and was trying to push to go to the door. And I was trying to keep him out. I shot him. He was still coming towards me. I don't think I shut the door.
Bree claims she shot Colin in self-defense. She tells the detectives that she was assaulted by Colin and feared for her safety. However, her story is inconsistent with what the officers witnessed on the scene. Bree had no visible injuries to support her claim, and so the detectives continue pushing for answers to make a clear timeline of events.
How many times did you shoot him, Bree?
I didn't need to shoot him. He said something and just the look on his face.
Do you not know he...
What was the look on his face?
He was gonna kill me.
Where did you get the gun when you said you came to the door? Did you already have the gun in your hands? Why did you have the gun when you went to the garage door?
I just wanted them to go. Why did they arrest him when I called the police? Why did they arrest him? I didn't want him dead.
I wasn't out there.
Bree evades their question by shifting the blame entirely onto the officers. Failing to accept responsibility for the killing, Bree now decides to stop answering any questions entirely.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I have to talk to my dad.
Get your phone book. It's real important for us to understand your perception of what was going on with your husband.
I don't want to answer any more questions. I have to talk to my dad.
Before we let you call your dad, can we give you just a little bit of information so you understand how important it is that we get your statement? Bree, he was on the phone with 911 when this happened. Okay, so we have an audio recording of when this happened and what was going on. Okay.
The only thing that we have on that recording is your husband talking to our dispatch saying that you locked him in the garage. Your husband is calm. Okay. And then the second later, the door opens. One shot goes off. He tells our dispatch, she just shot me. About 5 more seconds go by and 3 more shots go off. Okay, that is very important information, but we can only see so much of it.
It was me.
What was you?
I shot him.
But what it is, Bree, that you're not trying to understand and you're refusing to understand. Basically, what they're saying, he was not physically attacking you. Right. There was no confrontation and that's the reason why they asked, why did you come to the garage door already with the gun, already armed? If there was already no you were the aggressor for even coming to the door with a weapon. It's not that you retreated and he was still coming at you. You retreated, you got your gun, and he still came at you. No, he was locked in the garage. You came to the garage with the gun and opened. Even if an attack happened, I can defend myself because you got a gun drawn on me. Mm-hmm. I now need to defend myself. So yeah, if I push your because you if I push your ass, honestly, I might try to knock you out. Be like, she had the gun on me, bro, and I would have locked you out. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But they heard everything. They heard no confrontation. He was in a calm state, and you literally shot him. And he said, she shot me, and then you finished the job. Yep. And you're a trained shooter. You're in the Navy. You're a trained shooter.
Only see so much of it.
It was me.
What was you?
I shot him. I told you.
What was he doing? You said he made you do this.
Towards me. No. I didn't say that, and I don't want to answer any more questions. I want to talk to my dad.
For what?
I need a lawyer.
Knowing she does not have much of a self-defense case, she brings the interrogation to a sudden end. The officers then allow Bree to call her father, and she wastes no time telling him what went down.
Hello?
Daddy.
Hey.
Can you well, technically it's because all calls have been recorded. Mm-hmm. And it can be subject to use, right, in the court. Mm-hmm. So even if you ask for a lawyer and you confess over the phone, they could still use that, I guess.
I'm not sure with that.
I'm not
sure.
I need a criminal law attorney.
Because it'd be so many like loopholes and stuff, and so many like.
I need an attorney on that one. You know what I'm saying? See, you know one. Mm. I saw her billboard advertisement.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you seen it? I had randomly seen somebody was sharing it.
Well, I think she posted it herself.
And what I'm saying is somebody shared it, and I was like, oh, that's yeah.
Where are you?
I'm in an office. Daddy.
You're at the police?
Yeah.
You're at the police station?
Yeah. I killed Colin.
I know you did, Jamie. I know you did. I'm just trying to figure out why.
Even to her father, Bree fails to give him a reason for the killing and
still don't
doesn't
understand.
confirm that Colin had actually been threatening her at the time. And despite Bree's previous claims, the interrogation ultimately concluded with her being arrested. During her trial, Bree was found guilty of murdering her husband, Colin Turner. Here's what actually happened. After the cops left following their second visit, Colin entered the house to collect his belongings, which Bree had taken from him hours earlier. When Colin stepped back into the garage, Bree locked the door behind him, trapping him inside. It was then that Colin messaged friends and family before making the 911 call. During the call, Bree returned, opening the door with a gun in her hand. While Colin was still on the phone and Bree stood behind him, she fired 4 shots into his back, leaving him with no chance of survival. In September 2024, Bree Kristen Kuhn was convicted of first-degree premeditated murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Good.
They finally got it right.
I absolutely hate it for the kids because
Ooh, yes.
now they don't have a father.
At 3 and 4 years
Well,
old.
the 12-year-old still has her father.
But still, even for her to tear up and cry the way she did.
She was still in the house with Colin, you know what I'm saying? So she probably still looked at him, you know,
as a father figure.
As a father figure as well. Her stepdad. So I do still hate it for her because mentally that's a lot. Because like I said, she's at the age where she understands and knows what was going on. And then definitely for the 3-year-old and the 4-year-old.
Location.
Oh, okay, yeah. But definitely for the 3-year-old and 4-year-old, my heart definitely goes out to them because now they have to grow up without a father and their mom, you know, physically being there.
Mm-hmm.
But
all could have been preventable, man.
And rest in peace to Colin.
Facts.
Rest in
that
peace.
is true, man. But hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar.